That's strict. I think that's strictly business.
We're live. We're live. It's Tyler
and Debbie,
and we are out
and about Sarasota.
And where are we off to today?
We are at the 19th Sarasota Grand Prix.
That's right. It's so exciting. We're going to take you there. We're going to talk about it. We're going to bring Lucy on. Thanks so much. And watch what happens. All right. Come on. All right. We're here with Lucy. If you don't know, you're living underneath a rock. Lucy, what are you doing out here?
Well, we got our VIP tent set up, Tyler. We got 300 guests. We're in for some great racing today. The skies have cleared. We'll be racing. We have our permit right up till 5 p.m., so get ready for a lot of exciting action out on the water.
Absolutely, and we were talking at the kickoff party, actually, about we've grown. This event has actually grown to, 70 boats now?
We have a total of 68 that registered. We had 2 boats, mechanical problems, but that's to be expected. So from going from an average of 30 boats to that number is phenomenal. And I can hear the roar coming down the Gulf of Mexico right now.
I know, the excitement. And this is something that takes all year to plan, right?
Yeah, we plan this year round, but the 6 months prior is really when we push. Really start pumping. But we are so grateful for media partners like yourself. We couldn't do it without you helping us get the word out.
I appreciate that. Now let's tell our viewers a little bit about the course, because the course has changed this year too, right?
Yeah, roughly going from a 4-mile course to a 6-mile course because of the amount of boats that'll be racing. We need these boats to be able to get up on plane and stretch out. The class that's racing right now is our class 1 through 6 bracketed racing. What that means is they cannot go above a 95-mile-an-hour speed. Many are open cockpit boats, and as the day goes on, the boats will get bigger and they'll go a lot faster.
Now, not only is this a fun sport, but it's actually a dangerous sport too, because these boats go really fast.
They do, and every pilot that's in these boats has to go through what they call a dunk test.
Oh.
It's a simulated rollover. They have to have an exit strategy. We work closely with fire officials and medical and safety because our response time out on the water from either the air or on boats has to be within 30 seconds.
Now, last year there wasn't any accidents, right?
Not that I'm aware of. We don't want any today either.
No, I think it's been like 2 or 3 years. I think Mark Neiman's boat.
Yes.
But he's back in the races again.
He's back. He's in a bigger boat this year.
Oh, wow.
He's racing a Super Cat that'll be going on around, I believe, 12:30 today.
Important to have good sponsors.
Yes, it is. But
because these boats are expensive.
They are very expensive, but the safety measures, the bar on the safety is so high that between the training that the driver and throttlemen go through and then the training that the medical safety team goes through, we're very proud that we have probably the best safety team out there on the water right now and in the air.
Now, we can't go without talking a little bit about what this actually benefits.
Suncoast Charities for Children. This has been a 10-day festival. All the money helps go to fund 5 local nonprofit agencies that are providing services to over 5,000 clients of all ages with special needs. This race was started because of the charity. So it wasn't like the race started and, oh, by the way, we'll pick a charity. The charity started the race, and 35 years later, here we are. We got to thank our sponsors. We got to thank the community for supporting this event every year and making it a destination event that's going to be seen worldwide. A live stream, 65 million households around the world, CBS Sports, Fox Sports. You can't get any better than that.
Wow, well, you really know how to do it. Every year, I'm always blown away with how much you add to it. And giving back to the community, you sure have done it.
You got to keep it fresh. You got to keep things changed up. Powerboat P1 and OPA this year worked together, and I got to really compliment Smitty and Assam, who you'll talk to here in just a minute, for driving this boat count because it's important to the sport that, like any motorsport, you have to have a series, and that helps the sponsors and it helps the participants. So those 2 organizations, my hat's off to them for working with us.
Great. All right, so it looks like we have a boater. That's P1, right? That we're going to be talking
CEO.
to? Oh, CEO. All right.
All
right. Thanks so much, Lucy. We love you.
Hey, look who I found. I found Oz, who is the CEO of P1 Powerboats. Tell me a little bit about what you guys do. If I'm not mistaken, you are everything that goes on behind the scenes here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so exactly. We run the racing organization. So what we do is over 6 races across the season. We put it together. It's a championship. So this is one of the rounds of the championship. Obviously in Sarasota here, we work with the Suncoast Charities. This is our 4th year coming back here. We love working with the Sarasota event. This is obviously the 35th year of it running. And we put on everything out there on the water.
Now, it looks like when I was looking at the spreadsheet for today, you've got more than one class of boats running. Tell me what you've got going on.
Oh yeah, so there's actually 4 separate races this weekend. This first race right behind us that's about to start is classes 1 through 7, so there's actually 7 different classes racing out in this one, and then there's more classes in the other races.
Now, out of those 7 classes, are they exactly the same boat? Are there different kind of boats? Are there cats? Are there Vs? Tell me something about that.
Yeah, so these specific classes are actually a bit of both. So you're going to have cats and Vs, and the reason why it's called class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is really because it's all done by bracketed speed. So class 7 is a lower bracketed speed, class 1 is a higher bracket, and it's all done by GPS timing, so it really makes it even. We've got a GPS timer back there. The next races that you're going to see, those are based more upon the boat and the engine themselves, and those are more spec classes, and that will make sense to you once you see it out there.
Now, is that the super stock you're talking about?
Yeah, so the super stock class, those are all boats which are almost identical. They have the same horsepower, it's the same hull, the same width of the tunnel, the same length. So those ones you're really going to be able to see really competitive out there. Whereas, like I said, the ones behind us, these are based on speed, so they are still competitive, but they just look a little bit different from each other.
So now, is everybody running the same course?
Correct. This weekend, everyone is running the exact same course, but they're doing different number of laps. So the faster your boat, the more laps you're going to be doing, because it's all about distance, it's all about laps.
All right, now tell me one last thing. Out of each class, there's one winner of each class, and then is there an overall champion?
No, so each class has its own winner. So for each race weekend, for each race, there is going to be a winner within each class. And then the overall winner is really throughout the season. So you're going to have, for each class, a world champion for that class at the end of the season.
Thank you so much, Oz. I really appreciate all your information and especially everything you do behind the scenes to bring this event to Sarasota.
No, thank you for the coverage.
Thanks, everybody. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
No problem.
Make it easy.
All right, so that's going to be the end of a segment, I think, until we check out some other boaters here. And they're everywhere. As you can see, if you look around, we've got so much going on here. So stay with us. We'll be right back after this message.
Class 3 and class 4. Now it's interesting.